suffering with migraines after work, so I hadn't been feeling up to it. This week's kind of busy, but I'm going to endeavor to do tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday for sure, maybe Thursday and Friday. I'm going to try and do all 5 days this week. Otherwise, for the next 2 weeks of October, it will be 5 days, because I just have uni and not work, and I shouldn't have as much head problems. So, we're back. We're a little bit behind schedule because of the break, but I think we'll get ahead of schedule relatively quickly. We did make a change when we were playing Dark Descent. I decided I didn't want to play Bunker. I'm going to play a Machine for Pigs. I haven't touched this game since it came out, so I did beat it back when it first came out because I was really excited for it. But I never. This was the first Amnesia I beat. I beat Rebirth as well, actually. I quite liked Rebirth, but the final section wasn't that great. But, yeah. Anyway, we're back. You haven't missed any streams. Thank you for the. Congratulations to Speedwagon for the fist. Let's get into Machine for Pigs. It's all the intro stuff. Thanks for the first 10 minutes of stream, because I'm anything but prepared.
Big bang bang boom, 22 months already. Woot woot tanga tanga, lying face rolling on the floor, laughing 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 lying face rolling on the floor, laughing.
Thank you for the 22-month resub. I'm kind of glad it with lying face and not like long-nosed face or Pinocchio face. Laughing lying face rolling on the floor, laughing lying face. Yeah. It's almost like crying loudly. What was it? Cat crying loudly, or whatever it was last time. I don't know. The mood lighting's back, by the way. It's very red tonight. He who makes a beast of himself removes himself from the pain of being human. Dr. Samuel Johnson.
Yes. Daddy, please don't kill me.
Daddy, please don't kill me. I like that the game is also just having mood lighting right now. It's all just very red. Everything's red. Probably the intensivity of that. That's fine. Once it starts lighting up, it won't be as red. But yes, we're back. I feel good. I actually almost streamed last night, but I watched Prison Break instead. So, yeah, good streamer. Also, there is a new follow and sub alert sound. If they don't go off this stream, I'll play you guys them. But for interest's sake, they are Salad Fingers based. I was kind of hoping when Shane's sub went through, it was going to be the new Salad Fingers sub alert. Unfortunately not. Amnesia, a machine for pigs. Now I wonder if, because I was surprised at how well the first game held up visually, I wonder if this will also hold up quite well visually. It does look very pretty so far. Oh, that motion blur. Oh. When devs ask why people don't like motion blur, just show them this. Hello, chair, you're coming with me. Alright. We've got our safety chair. Why did this man's bed have a cage around it? He crouches very low to the floor. In my dreams, I see a man dressed in jaguar skins and feathered like a blooded saint. What came from the heart lubricated us. It crushed evil under its tread and liberated us all. The fetid heat of the jungle mirrored somewhere behind my forehead. My temple pounds. The blood boils in my skull. It feels as if there is something alive there. A rat. A damn rat gnawing through my brains, eating its way out into the world. Even the laudanum will not quell its endless hunger. I hear children playing in the attic, but it fills me with terror, not love. What desperate thoughts are these? Are all of the notes non-voiced in this one? It'd be kind of weird if they were all non-voiced in this one after they were all mostly voiced in the first game. Good evening.
Daddy, find us.
Also, why are the subtitles off-center? Daddy, find us. Daddy. Children are spooky. Does look quite pretty. Actually, I kind of think the first one still actually looked nicer, just quietly.
Papa, this way.
Poopa. Don't throw random things at me. What did you throw? A ball? Take your damn ball. Forced motion blur. Forced motion blur is the greatest horror of all. Why did that have the phasmophobia, like, ghost breathing in your ear sound? My man's very scared of the piano.
There's a bad man coming.
Yeah, apparently Cash has got broken ribs or something, so it's not entirely surprising if that's the case. Daddy says there won't be Christmas this year. He's much too busy. Nanny says we must not disturb him. He is ever so busy. He's gone for work before she wakes us, and often we are asleep before he returns. We found a bird in the garden with a broken wing. We gave it to Nanny, who said it was a filthy thing, and hit it with a rolling pin. Later, we crept downstairs to bury the body when everyone was asleep. There was a pig in the garden. We heard it snuffling about. Then Daddy came and said we had to come inside straight away. He was furious, but we think he'd been crying again. One trophy, that's not bad. Yeah, I don't know if the higher res actually makes it look any better. That's just me. Oh, here's the spooky children. Walk off. I'm going to go where the children came from. How did I... That's fine. I managed to get that stuck.
We're hiding, Daddy.
We're hiding, Daddy. There's a lot of pig masks around here. Who needs this many pig masks? I actually think, despite the fact that, like, this one is far more straightforward, the atmosphere is very, very good. Taking it with me. He just sinks down, yeah. He just sinks into the floor. Meow. Meow. Oh, there's a note. Hang on. Yes, he said, I know these ruins. He was a shabby fellow, all rotten with some malodorous disease. I caught him looking at me strangely, as if what he really wanted to know was how I knew of them. Biting back the temptation to box his ears for the impudence, I simply smiled and told him that my family's library contained intriguing travel books. The illiterate oaf did not understand that, of course. He agreed to lead us anyway. I have told the children, truly, this will be an extraordinary adventure. If those old stones hold financial benefits, I predict, it will be merely the first of many. Bruh. Who just has a picture of a ram on their wall? What's its name? Wait. Let me on the desk so I can read its name. Mallory. Mallory? Oh, it's Mallory. Mallory the ram. I really liked their ram. I'm glad I'm using my telekinesis to carry this teddy bear. G'day, g'day. G'day, g'day. These people had a weird, like, choice in artwork. Don't get stuck on the banister. No, don't get stuck on the banister. Okay. That one's alright. That one's odd. Bizarre. Leave the little man alone. Would hang all of these. Yeah, I think it was just because the first one I saw was literally just a framed picture of a ram. Interesting one. Yeah, I don't know. I think the issue is there's, like, besides Tony Storm, there's not really a lot of people being built up at the moment. Yeah, I do remember the music in this being quite good. What is going on in this picture? Big head guy is an entrance. Yeah, yeah, the first thing you see is just big head guy, like, hello, welcome to my house. Isn't that the same painting that was up there? Unbelievable. Can't believe all these paintings are falling off the wall. Kind of like the one with the girl hiding in the corner and the dog. The dog looks very concerned. I'm sure I probably just missed something downstairs. Yeah. Okay. From memory, despite this game being incredibly straightforward, when I did play it the first time, I got lost all the time. We have that to look forward to. No, positives. There is a lot of them. They did decide to fill every part of the wall with them, by the looks of it. That looks like an openable door. Ah. They really liked like 2 or 3 of the paintings. 10-degree angle. Yeah, just everything's slightly off. It's a fancy. Ahoy hoy.
Hello? Precious eagle cactus fruit. Help us.
Ah yes, precious eagle cactus fruit. We got there. I knew that. I think it was to say when I first played it, so I missed that door. The bank is refusing credit to the ignorant swine. I sit alone at night and weep. Once the children and servants are safely asleep, when they cannot hear me. My darling, how I need you now. They say I have squandered my fortune, that my investment in these latest machines has ruined the family name. What? That I was to remain a local butcher. What are these 2 arms compared to the multitude that can be applied without pay, without tire, by adapting the mechanisms we find in the looms and the mills? But if the bank has its way, it will all come to nothing. If they come for the house, I swear I will kill them. I will kill them. I will take my rifle. My rifle. My rifle. It's kind of disappointing that it doesn't seem like any of the notes are voiced. It's like a step backwards from the first game. Although there is the precious eagle cactus fruit phone calls, so, you know, my rifle. Aha. This is my rifle. There's many like it, but this one is mine. Yes. Spooky child. What did I do? I saw you walking in place there. Oh, that's why there's so many paintings. Can you really have a painting that's a 2-way? That seems bizarre. The replacement is dissatisfactory, so like a pump. Better the intestinal canal, like a tapeworm, already hosting intrusion in the breed. Brass better than copper, more resistant. Filaments sewn to bone hold. Marrow pipe removal with needle potential. Composite replacement straightforward. Will respond to electromagnetic inducement to increase yield rate. Serum provides accelerated resetting, resulting in naturalized movement within 2 to 3 days. Subjects still require severing of frontal lobes to reduce emotional distress upon reactivation. Damn. Damn it. Damn this wretched soul. If only it were clockwork. The first half of this sounded like somebody had just put a couple of, like, just a bunch of words together and they're like, yeah, this works. Oh yeah, spooky children. Who was hiding out in the walls? That's the scariest thing that's happened so far. My TV just turned on by itself. Scared the shit out of me. TV, what are you doing? Oh, I saw something flash and I was like, what the hell? He's just turned on. Here's the remote, by the way. So you guys know it wasn't on my bed. My hand, rather. Oh. I'll clip that bad boy. Okay. Very good. Hopefully that clip got what I wanted to get. Who put all these Polaroids here? That's horrific.
This
Well, that's just
dawning
creepy.
epoch, this age of
Man, it's
reason,
just in here watching the
an
bathtub.
empire grown fat, ripe for the bleeding.
Ripe for the bleeding. It's weird that he has so many doors that are just blocked off. Like, it just doesn't seem like an efficient way to live in your own house. He really liked just getting the same painting over and over. Oh. Oh, moving on. Dressing. Progressing. In Lily's honor, a banquet. We will fasten that great mouth down over the chimney and inhale the world and suck the fairies and the nonsense clean from your dirty heart. His house is ridiculously big. Why do I need to know how to run? You know what? I probably don't need to know how to run. That's fine.
This way, Papa. Come and see.
This way, Papa. Come and see. This kind of looks like one of the early areas of the Dark Descent. Anything else up here? No. Might be something over there. Aha, more notes for me to read dramatically. Daddy says we're not allowed to play with the animals anymore. We were playing hide and seek with Cook, and he came and shouted at us, just as we were going to hide behind Mr. Grumpy Teddy. Cook says it's because of the guns in there, but he always lets us help polish them, so it can't be that. Anyway, that room is haunted. If you sneak around there at night, you can hear the ghosts in the walls behind the cases. They are often angry. Well, that's how it sounds. We think that's why you can hear them rattling their chains and slamming doors and things like that. We don't like it in there anyway. yeah, don't be worried, but just in case you need to, here's how we run. I also like it, that note being like, yeah, I don't know why we're not allowed in there. Anyway, that room is haunted. What? That was a very aggressive rattle of that chain. Of all the paintings you could have got like 14 of, it's the girl in the corner and the dog, rather than the pig man. How wildly upsetting. Why is there blood behind here? Maybe it's wine. It's probably wine.
I must say, my dear man, you look awful.
Well,
Yes,
that's
sir.
just rude.
I seem to have picked up something rather nasty in Mexico.
I do understand what you've been through. A lesser man would have crumbled. Yet you have made all of this. Your great factory, your charities. It is a wonder for one man alone.
It will all be made clear, Professor. But first, a drink.
A lot of doors. Kids will say anything is haunted. Mainly because most things are haunted. Hello, phone.
Mandus, do you know me?
Mundus. What kind of stupid ass name is Mundus?
Trapped, Mandus. Far below us. The machine
Far
is
below.
slow.
Oh,
It is breached. It is flooded. The bulkheads are down.
Far below
The
us.
children are engaged. If you help me, I can help you release them. Restore the power, Mandus. Drain the flooding and restart the great engines.
How? Where should I go? Hello? Hello?
I'm impressed at, like, this lantern just being practically infinite. The gramophone sound was good. Even the telephone sound has been quite good. Both of them are pretty spot on. They did well with what they needed to. Yeah, I know it never goes out. It's just, you know, when you think about it, pretty impressive for the time. So you need to calm down. Just the way I came in? I have no idea. I was gonna say, I don't think anteaters are that big. I think it would have been funny if this said giant anteater and then this one just said tiny hippopotamus. Grizzly bear. Well, that's a hell of a spider. It's the pig one again. What do they call that, a tapir? Something sounded like a snake. I wonder if these are like real photos. Someone stop the spooky children. Alright. They're out here opening and closing gates. It's not on. There's a lot of rifles. This guy, like, clearly, despite him sounding English, must be American. I am to have a visitor, the distinguished Professor A. He is to come to ascertain my mental well-being after my prolonged absence from the club. But I am not stupid. He is here to spy for them. When they stalked the Ripper, he was often called to pontificate upon lacerations and missing organs. And now he comes to me, to doff and wheedle, and my dear sir, and but you must still grieve, and perhaps just a quick look at your engines, the triumph of the age. He knows nothing of loss, nothing of sacrifice. But to refuse, that would simply poke the hornet's nest, invite a swarm of interlopers and thieves. I must entertain this buffoon and submit to his intrusion. Perhaps I should show him the tripery? See whether his stomach, so trained by rummaging in the innards of clumsily vivisected whores, is strong enough to stare into the real engines of his golden age. I may even introduce him to Jack, or his sons at least. We have stronger locks on the windows now, and we bring their toys to them. Okay. All the guns? Yeah, kids. Kids couldn't be trusted not to touch the rifles. Okay. There's a lot of blood back here. It seems like an unnormal amount of blood. Is that where I started off? Why is there like a piggy carcass on there? That was the door that was locked. There's an unnecessary amount of blood in here. Oh, I'm gonna have to put something on that. Yeah. You don't need working plumbing if you're I don't know what they're doing back here, to be honest with you. Okay, I guess that was what it wanted. Can I go in there? Okay. Did turn on lights. The old rubber pipes. Sometimes you just need rubber pipes and you're done. Who would open that? Piggy, gone. That's a lot of blood. Oh, the piggy.
Hands are bleeding, raw. I scrub and scrub, but the smell will not
Itchy.
lift. How can I hold my children with these hands now? How can I kiss them goodnight with lips that have issued such instruction?
How can I kiss my children good night? Aha. Oh, she came a-snuffling by night round ye door, with her pretty apron right down to the hoof, and her ringlets are fair and her eyes china blue, like a half-buried hand in the wintry snow, oh, like a hand in the wintry snow. And she'll beg you for apples through the window ajar, her face be all hidden, but her eyes shine aflame, and though you'll be tempted, her bosom so fair, she'll snatch you and catch you and eat your heart, oh, she'll catch you and eat your heart. So look to your manners come the eve of the year, lest Sally comes calling for apples, my dear, and I know that some doors ne'er should open wide. Take heed of your father, and keep safe inside. Disobedient children make Sally her pios, and warm Sally's beastly insides. See, that last paraphrase, that rhymed pretty good. These first two, not so much. Sally needs a better song. I'm gonna blame the thing and not me being unable to read it correctly. You know. It's clearly not my fault. Why did he knock over the chair? This is rude. Why did they have a pig just sleeping in the bed inside the house? Now that's physics. Honestly impressive. Honestly impressive. Why would I let the pig out? What's wrong with me? Schlaf mein Kind, schlaf. Der Herz schlägt unter meiner Hand, und ich weig dich in dessen offen Wunden mein, dieses Herz. Sanft weiter durch mich, und dein Herz gehört mir, und ich weig dich in diese wendenden Liebe, dieses Herz. Drum diese heilige Wund wird bluten, und dein Engel trauen, ne dich schlafen du sehen, mein Kind, schlaf und ich werde dich wegen. That's not what that means. Pig on the bed. Honestly, much better physics than a Bethesda game. A lot of instruments in this room. You know, let's just leave. Steve Liebedish. I think I read that fantastically. Just quietly. Where did the pig go? Yeah, I feel like that should just be an option. Just like, nah, I ain't dealing with none of this. I'm out. And then the pig comes and eats you, and it's fine. Okay, maybe the physics aren't... You know what, they're probably equivalent to a Bethesda game. Oh, this one stopped, I think. Anyway, maybe there was something in the piggy's room that I missed. Oh, no, hang on. Ah, I just had to follow the blood. That makes sense. Well, I'm certain I went in here already. It sounds like a snake in here at some point. With the balls T-pose. Yeah, they're out here T-posing and spinning. It's me to get lost. Alright. I'm back into the pig's room. That's a lot of blood. Seems like an unnecessary amount, realistically. Get in the bed. That... damn. It's a very nice looking bed for that pig. Take your clothes off. No. No, I don't think I will. Can I pull that? No. That's just upsetting. Okay, I'm clearly missing something. It'll be really obvious when I see it too, I'm sure. Maybe there's a painting in here that I can move. Why is there just a couch behind the bed? Why do they have cages around all their beds? To keep the pigs in, obviously. I saw the pig go that way, but the blood streaks do definitely go this way. Didn't say porcine. If you insist. Scene? Thank you, Mr. Grizzly Bear. Good lingerie. That room did look like the kind of room for good lingerie, to be fair. They had the nice red velvet sheets. Let's hope the oinky boy doesn't pop his head out at us. No oinky boys. Alright, surely that means this gate is open now. Aha! Yes. Very good. What's going on with this door, huh? Well, that's just aggressive. Why would you break the door like that? Seems unnecessary. It seems a little extreme. Yeah, no? Draft you?
I am off to market. I will cry all the way home.
Did one of the
I
little
will have none.
oinkers
I will have none.
cry all the way home? I assume they did. Oh, now they're open. Now they're goddamn open.
It's coming. Come on, Daddy. It's this way.
Come on, Daddy. It's this way. Come on, Daddy. How about no, you spooky little children? This man's house makes no sense. He gets very blurry eyes quite regularly. Doesn't seem healthy. Let me drive the car. Why has he got so many pig
See, Papa? We found an egg.
God damn
A
it.
stone egg.
So many oinky boy masks. I almost said it. I almost said the word. Caught myself. You know, that's a fair punishment. That's a fair punishment. Against the rising waters, send the tramp catcher, cosh the old man, sink him in a barrel of gin. You better not get porked. I'll try not to.
sent someone a message.
Oh. Yes, that's. Let's get to hear what I'm sending in my messages. How exciting. These machines suck. They're not very structurally sound.
Come on, slow coach. It's this way.
Dude, I just got a giant steel beam dropped on my head. Call me a slow coach.
The shaking ground you feel is our attempts to clear the flood waters. Treachery, Manders. We were undone. Your children are trapped by this act. You must find them before it is too late.
It's like a
What
little
do you need me
robot
to do?
face.
How can I find them?
Always deeper, Manders.
This is very good
First
audio,
roll them
actually.
into the tunnels, then find the bilge and flush them
Better
off
than the
water.
Liza P one.
I will help you where I can, but you must be swift, my little friend.
But you must be swift, my little friend. Guys, we're playing as a gun. Oh, this will be useful. I don't trust this place. Don't push scary barrels at me, game. Excuse me, no. Running around at the speed of sound. I don't know if I should be sticking my hand in that, but sure. It is convenient that... Surely I can lift that through the cap. It is convenient that I brought the fuse with me. There's literally a fuse here. Okay. There's a lot of fuses around here. I'll bring this one with me. Running around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow your rainbow. If I don't look at anything and I don't acknowledge it, it doesn't exist. That is very violent ground shaking.
Bandaged feet and eyes. Small bones in the orchard.
Small bones
I have carried this world on my back, with its legs about me.
With its legs about
From this wretched soul, I am given birth to nothing but machinery.
Can't wait to find out why Porkies. Porkies? That's a shit movie. Isn't there a movie called Porkies? It's a bad movie from memory. Where's the fuse? Give me the fuse. Yeah, I'll say that Del Toro confirmed that he's in production for a Frankenstein movie. I saw something about that today. I don't know how true it is. But it's apparently going to have Mia Goth and Andrew Garfield in it. And that's all I need. What did I... Oh, I probably opened the door. I probably didn't need to come up here. Yeah, I was just excited that it had Andrew Garfield and Mia Goth. Because I quite like both of them. Andrew Garfield in particular. Big fan. But Mia Goth is starting to really grow on me. As a horror... lady of horror. I wasn't a huge fan of X, but I've heard good things about Pearl, and I think that's available to watch now, so I'll probably watch Pearl. I will probably watch Pearl. Good thing I brought this fuse with me. Yeah, it's not that I didn't like X. It was just the... I get why they made the design, the filming choice. So like, wanting to make it feel like it was being filmed in that sort of golden age of pornography. Just didn't sit right with my head. The movie was fine, other than. But I have heard good things about Pearl. Parody 90s horror. Yeah. I like, in premise-wise, I enjoyed it. I just, whatever, just the visual technique, for whatever reason, just didn't resonate with my head very well. Ah. Is this what all the crash banging was about? That would make sense.
Hold still, for God's sake, hold still, child. Don't let it get into your eyes. I'm gonna rinse it out now. There. It will be fine. You just need to lie down. Enoch, look to your brother. How many times have I told you not to play in the cellar?
Enoch, look to your brother. How many times have I told you not to play in the cellar?
I told you he'd come.
Extraordinary. Quite extraordinary. And you built it all. Good God, man. You have been busy.
It is wonderful how tragedy focuses the mind.
Yeah, I gotta work
What
out
else
what
was
Pearl's
I to
on.
do?
I keep
All
getting
the Greek
advertisements
wine
for
and
it when I
fame
turn my
of my
TV on.
business.
It's on
Why
something
not
I
then
have.
simply die in that jungle amongst those dead temples?
This seems like a very extravagant thing to have under your house. Like a decontamination chamber. This is cool. I like this. Very cool. Very cool. There's some cool design choices in this game. There's something to be said about good atmosphere in walking simulators too. Both the first one and this one have their good points. I think this one just sort of copped it because it wasn't sort of an improvement over Dark Descent. The collar, the neck, the noose. From the window, he could see almost the docks, where they were still pulling hair out of the gratings. God knows what it's about. What it's about, says the paperboy. The talk is of murder. Good steampunk, yeah. Yeah, I think so too. The tension building is very good here too. Like, we've seen the pig. There's been a lot of sounds, there's a lot of noise, spooky children. Nothing inherently terrifying yet, but the atmosphere's there.
I have such visions to share with thee. They might sure be unshackled, and you harvest the crust from my eyes. Be
What?
it sweet madness, that my thoughts and words can unfolded be.
Maybe maybe don't ask someone to clean the crust from your eyes. Just a suggestion. Who just keeps... Why does he just have a shirt in this drawer? Pork creatures, children, and sounds. But then, what if they could stand upright and walk as men? What if the brute were harvest thus? Would they sing? Would they find their own god? I have seen these things, and I will tell you now, no. No, they will not. But they will happily accept fealty to a god thrust upon them, and worship it thus given. In this, I realized they are no different to the masses. They are much the same as us. Once this irrevocable threshold is passed, I understand that we too are shackled and must be set free. To free the man, we cut the man. In order to cross that great evolutionary line, it must first be painted upon the ground. A lot of these notes just sound like somebody's throwing some words together. Also, this seems like it's based in England, but Biblia doesn't sound very English. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's based in like Spain or something. Who knows? Get out of here, chair. Oh, another note. In America, they talk of building their cities to the skies. To me, this seems folly, but perhaps it is simply a case of a nation founded without a history of its own. We walk upon our histories. They are compacted into the very loam beneath our feet. The engineers we employed talked of this. They talked of how, when building the underground trains, they would often come across older tunnels crisscrossing the capital. What palaces lie buried beneath us? We are digging, excavating and reappropriating what we find. At the center of the planet, my architect tells me there is a great iron ball. It is the egg of the world. Yeah, I think so too. So you really shouldn't be pulling your dentures out with your glasses. Never heard of it. Probably too young, but also maybe not something that was shown here in Australia. But yeah, definitely never heard of it. Yeah, I think, yeah, for me, there's always some extra level of fear when there's some level of reality, however obscure. There's some fun to it. Scott Bio doesn't sound familiar. That being said, I am horrific with names of like celebrities and stuff, bar like my core ones that I watch relatively regularly. I've got no idea. We integrate the very latest knowledge of chemistry using low levels of a laudanum derivative to feed Happy Days? Not that I'm aware of. That was Happy Days. Happy Day. TV show? Sitcom? Literally the only person from that show I think I know is Henry Winkler. So I'm a 96 baby, alright? One who hasn't watched like anything as it is. This means that we drag them from their hoarding pens onto the line. They are less likely to panic and damage machine components, other products, or themselves. The section of the belt is sheathed in rubber and kept well lit to maintain good spirits. And we have actually found that the intelligent placement of gramophones and simple acoustic amplification tubes around the line means we can use music to further soothe the product. We find Debussy particularly effective in this regard. Ah, yes, Debussy tends to be good at keeping spirits high. Good evening, Bort Jams. How are you? I was hoping you'd drop in. I saw a news article today saying Switch 2 may be slated for September next year. Seems like there's a fair few dates floating around at the moment. Warning: fueling pumps, volatile chemicals are in use. These materials are highly corrosive. Wear protection. Man, they don't want me out here raw dogging the chemicals. Rude. I can raw dog some chemicals if I gosh dang feel like it. Master Yoda announce it. That would be cool. Don't wiggle. That's uncomfortable. I don't like that. I don't like that I can just grab the pig carcasses. Yeah, see, that's Keth's job. Leave the raw dogging of chemicals to the experts. Imagine, they say, a machine one day that might think like a man, as if this to be desired. One might almost boast of creating a man who breathes like a pig. Men and women upon all fours, rutting carelessly, ejaculating their filthy little missives into the streets. Alleys and gutters running freely with a careless spill of their conjoinings. Talking about raw dogging. The air thick with the whimperings of lust, bodies streaked with their own emissions. We have created a world where man is so utterly debased he will spray his seed over passers-by. And yet, this condition Babbage aspired to. No, this is not the machine we seek. Such an entity should be nothing less than a deity, and we would fall upon our knees and worship it. We shall not carve gods to bicker and fornicate. They will exist to clean the world and set us free. I reject Babbage as I reject these men of government. Let the pigs copulate in the gutters whilst they can. We shall scoop them up and ease their ascension soon enough. Yeah. Just walks into a room, sees a bunch of pig corpses hanging, and it's just like, ooh. Ladies, Who's the Boss? I did see Who's the Boss. That was one I watched a little bit as a kid. Not a hell of a lot, but I do know it. A lot of piggies. Okay. This is where we fuel something. There are a lot of pigs. 2 versions of Aladdin. Isn't there like 3 Aladdin movies? Like, just in the animated ones, and then there's the live action ones. I feel like there's a lot of Aladdin stuff. Yeah, walks out of a room and just keeps picking up the disembodied torso and just yunk straight down the stairs every time. Not a care in the world. Strangers not allowed on this works. Inquires to be made at the lodge. English sucks. Boycott. Ban swine stench from our streets. Manda's factory must close. Yeah. I saw Aladdin live one time. Cave of Wonders scene was really, really impressive. In the one I saw anyway. How in blazes are we supposed to meet these damned schedules if even the basic equipment we are provided with simply will not perform its designated function? These cursed newfangled trucks will only run a fraction of the distance my old nag managed before running out of stinking gasoline. The gaffer says it's fine and there's plenty of pumps to refill them outside the factory walls, but you end up dragging a blessed tank from the truck to the nearest one to refill it, and the one in the storeroom is empty again. We can't be turning that crank handle all day only to find the tank is empty. Well, sod it, says I. Enough for a night, and to my bed I go. It's not like anyone needs access to the bleeding graveyard anyway. Harry, if you get this, I'll meet you in the Damson Templar for a jar. Shrek the Musical is peak
Come on, Papa.
live performance.
Let's climb this one. I can see more pictures at the top.
Have I seen any of the... I feel like I maybe saw one of the live action movies. I didn't see the most recent one with Will Smith. Mainly just because I didn't care to watch it, but... Might have seen the original one? Can't remember. I can't remember. Highly corrosive. Highly flammable. Okay. Why is my flashlight? Cats. Andrew Lloyd Webber sure was something. Ha. Personally, probably not meant to go in there. No, it'd just be good if I paid attention to the controls, and I could work out how to spin the damn thing. Okay, no. Okay, that's fine. Was Idris Elba in Cats? Surely not. That's wild. Speaking of Idris Elba, the new endings for Cyberpunk, I'm not going to spoil them for anyone. But God, do they suck. What's the controls here? That's... rotate. I could have guessed that. Yeah, I think that's how that should go in there. I assume. Yeah, I'm not surprised Judi Dench was in it. There's no happy endings. Like that's a sad truth of Cyberpunk in general. But there is like a horrifically sad ending. There's two horrifically sad endings in the new Phantom Liberty DLC. I mean, the movie was bad, but it wasn't that bad. I don't know what people were still like. I don't know what people were expecting. This must be like the fuel thing. I must be filling this up. That would make sense, I guess. It's not that bad. There is far shittier movies. Have you seen the sequel to Rocky Horror Picture Show? That's a bad movie. Oh, he's up there. Him's a squealin'. And yes, in case you weren't aware, there is actually a sequel to Rocky Horror. I was introduced to it recently. It's not good. I'll probably think of it. I mean, it's a Tenet. Tenet was a shit movie. Third Exorcist movie. That's not great. Probably another movie I can think of.
This
I
way,
thought
Papa.
hard enough.
Come and see. Will it hatch? Can we take it home?
Yes, my darlings. Of course we can take it home.
Tenet doesn't make you use your brain and think. Tenet's just a badly made movie. Tenet over relies on the putting it upon the viewer to work it out without actually doing enough to make it worth wanting to actually think about. And it's not a good movie. The Room really have a budget of $6 million. That's insane. Livestock and Bibles. Lily dancing on the table, her eyes aflame. This love burnt into his heart. His heart scarred from the heat of his love dancing. Oh, I'm sitting on my keys. Oh, 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 my leg. Oh. That's also insane to me, being that the sets are boring as all hell. See, it doesn't surprise me that he bought 2 cameras, being that I'm sure he was so confident in himself as someone who's going to be something that to him it was an investment. Assuming that he'd be able to use them again and again for future films. Turns out he wasn't as good as his acting coaches thought he was. That being said, Tommy Wiseau, greatest actor of all time. Twin candles bent to the will of the central saint, casting their light to the corners of this chapel. Father Jeremiah and I thought could be trusted with the secret, but he's like all of the others. So the old priest has gone to the holding pens with his flock. He says he will enter into our world with them, a shepherd indeed. Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah. I really got to go and watch it again, honestly. I've forgotten so much about it. He looks like he would be oddly shaped. Like, what an enigma. What an enigma. This is a Tommy Wiseau fan club stream now. I won't stand for this hatred. Well, that's shit at them. Kick him in the dick hole. That being said, the Cyberpunk Edge Runners show, really good.
Your faith shackles your vision, Professor.
Throw
It is
spoons
an
at the
iron
screen.
coffin that keeps you from grasping the future. We require a new deity, one of steam and the
Dude,
wheel,
back to
magnetism and
Moses.
progress.
He was just really
The old
confident.
god is nothing more than a lamed hog, spitting back
I'm trying to
offal
think of
at
another movie that
mankind.
starts with sex scenes, but I can't think of any. Oh, you know it's a terrible movie. Farm. Not animal. Something farm. People farm. Hang on, sorry, I'm looking it up. I watched like 10 minutes of it on Prime recently. Human Zoo. Human Zoo. Shocking film. God, probably one of the worst movies ever made. Just real bad. Real bad. Yeah. I had it reinstalled. I'm gonna reinstall it on the PlayStation because I'm more likely to play it on the PlayStation. But the Cyberpunk game is fantastic. Bar like the issues it had when it started, which was an unfortunate case of older hardware just not having a good time and the PC version not being their focus. Which I don't know. I won't forgive them for that. They spent a long time working on something that was still incredibly broken. But the game itself is great. Cannibal Holocaust, awful film, and with some very deplorable things in it. Super Babies. I think I lucked out and never watched it. I do know of it, but I've never watched it. The Final Duty Quest, yeah. Father Jeremiah's Journal, October 1st, 1899. They flock to us now, where once they had to walk amongst them to bring salvation into their lives. Now, drawn by warmth in winter, by the food that Mundus distributes, my church is full and my charges are saved. He walks amongst them and they almost worship him. He will not allow them to work in his factories, claiming that his workforce is specially trained for the new machinery he uses, and that it would be irresponsible, nay, unethical, to risk such precious lives as he sees here. Shrek 2 is a fantastic sequel. Just quietly. 3 and 4, Shrek 2, really good. Changed man since Mexico. Some of these notes are a little bit. I think I've wanted to watch Battlefield Earth. I don't think I have watched it. Oh god, you guys picked a horrendous movie to watch. It's not a good movie. It's awful knowing some of the backstory to some of the animal abuse scenes in that movie. Because it's not good. The director for it passed away. That is sad. I didn't know that. Man, someone is going to town on that piano. Yeah. Oh, it's messed up. And like the director being like, oh, well, how else were we meant to do it? I don't know. Like every other movie that does it not without hurting animals. Who knows? I don't know what you're talking about. This is peak music. This is the level of drama I need. The Phantom is going to town. That's fucked up. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, it's just like, so in the movie, the Cannibal Holocaust. There's a couple of scenes with like turtles and monkeys and stuff, and if you have a look into the history of that movie, they weren't very good people. And the things that they did to animals, not very good, for the sake of making a movie. There's gonna be another candle thing somewhere. I barely watched the Brady Bunch, let alone the spin-offs. I did watch the Waltons. I don't know if that's an actual spin-off. Waltons seem like it might have been like a pseudo spin-off. Although it probably predates the Brady Bunch. I don't know. I didn't watch the Brady Bunch. I did watch the Waltons though. A little bit. Not a huge amount. Yeah, you're right. It probably a good idea. Just don't look up anything about the movie. The movie's awful. Everything to do with the movie, awful. Is there actually anything in this room? These candles are very odd. See, I'm always the kind of person that likes to open things, but it's just because I don't really do any collection to like resell, so I always do it for myself. Trigger the piano. I wish. I fucking wish. Something is a squealing. There's something in here that I missed. Aha! Got it. I was probably meant to solve the puzzle before the piano stopped, realistically. But yeah, if it was for me, I'd probably open it. But that's just because I don't inherently do anything to collect. The only thing I've got at the moment that's still in like its original box is a Master Roshi pop. And that's just because I don't have anywhere nice to put it. What if I did? I would probably put that out. This is a very fancy choich. Yeah, I reckon I've only ever really watched like 2 or 3 episodes, and it wasn't my kind of show. Never did anything for me. I didn't really like the Waltons either, but I did watch the Waltons. Because family liked the Waltons. Oh, I know this. I remember this bit. I remember this bit. The piggy's here. What exhumation is this? What rotten fruit? What bestitching of parts? I doubt I will ever be found, yet I leave you this, scrawled in the malodorous half-light, whilst my tormentor shuffles below. My fellow prisoners keen and squeal in the gloam, and where I wait for the knocking upon my cage that signifies it is, finally, my turn to make that dark journey into the interior. My favorite... Do I have a favorite Christmas movie? Ironically, despite really liking Christmas, I don't really watch that many Christmas movies. Maybe the Tim Allen Santa Claus. Oh no, Polar Express. Polar Express is my favorite. That's a family tradition thing. We watch Polar Express before, as a family, every year. Maybe this is meant to be based in like Spain or something. Oh, piggy! I don't think I've ever watched it. I've watched Garfield 1 and 2. I don't think I've ever watched Garfield Christmas. Piggy nonno. Nonno piggy. Nonno. Well, that's just rude. You shouldn't. No making me cry. Yeah, I don't feel like a Garfield movie should be making people cry. Oh, no, Piggy. Piggy, no, no. No, no, Piggy. No, no. Piggy, no, no. Oh, Piggy. Oh, no, Piggy. Piggy, go away. Mr. Superman's not here. Okay. Very good. Ooh. I forgot. I knew the pig was in this section. I just forgot how, like, uncomfortable actually running into the pig for the first time is. And so to the stoking, pulling cogwheels now, sneezed into his kerchief. When the dust got into his eyes, had begun to change more rapidly now. Another achievement. It's probably a good way of tracking how far I am. 2 out of 7. Not that far. I don't expect I'll finish the entirety of the game tonight like I did the first game, which actually works out because that means I'll probably finish it tomorrow night alongside being able to play Chicken Feet. Piggy, piggy, go away, come again another day. Oh, sorry, Streamlabs spot gets whatever. 1357. No, that's alright. Something I need to change, actually. Oh, I've opened it twice. That 1357. On screen. Oh, the grandpa died. That's kind of sad. Yeah, no, I muted it. Because my VODs keep getting flagged for stuff at the moment, so trying to minimize any like third-party audio beyond like my royalty-free stuff that I found. Yeah, I know she's at the pig narrated the story, and it's just oinks. Just everywhere you go. That's my pig squeal, by the way. I don't know what pigs sound like to you guys.
Always the water and the sparks of the embers of the wheels.
Yeah, she posted the other day, though she may be on the arse end of it. I don't know. I'll shoot her a message. See if she'll actually be back for it or not. So it'll be at the arse ender stream, and I don't have to work Wednesday, so tomorrow night stream will go a bit later. There's a lot of cars here. This is very nice looking. It's almost too nice looking.
These men, Professor, these so-called men
Oh, I
of
bet this is
vision,
the
they
progress.
would shackle the
Or
masses
like
to a
chapter
wheel
4
and
of
turn it till their backs break. All for that opiate, the lure of
6,
profit.
7, 8,
These
9,
fools who lack either,
10,
these
maybe
priests,
11?
these officials, this government. They make pigs of us all.
They make
What's
pigs
the
of us
crucial
all.
point, Tin Man? How to break a cycle. You cannot simply remove the promise of a better world for these unfortunates. In the workhouses, in the orphanages, the belief in heaven is surely the only succor one can find.
We do not need to wait. We can bring forth paradise now. We can speed the passion.
Yeah.
With
People
only
were
a
just mad at
small
the time that
sacrifice,
it
we can
was
hold the apocalypse.
linear.
With just a
And that it wasn't
small
like the
sacrifice,
first
we
one
can
where you had
free
to
our
like
shackles and deliver them to paradise now.
track your lantern oil and all that sort of stuff, which, you know, fair enough. People wanted more of that. This wasn't it. I don't think it's inherently bad. Yeah. Yeah. I've gotten dinged for really weird things. Like Capcom sent claimed on my Resident Evil Village playthrough on YouTube, which is, by the way, completely unique playthrough on YouTube of mine. But Capcom flagged like part of my gameplay as being part of their gameplay trailer. I was like, what? Stop being weird. Like, I'm sure it's an auto flag thing, but it was just odd. There's all these weird auto flags. But yes, of all the things on my YouTube, there's technically 2 unique stuff. So there's an unfinished playthrough of the medium, which we then went and played through the entirety of the medium for a sizable scares. The first one, I think. And a full playthrough of Resident Evil Village as a pre-release build. So that's broken into like 18 parts or whatever. But that's my completely raw first ever review playthrough, prior to the game's release. This one's burning. I'm gonna have to put more in there, probably. Saddest. I don't know. I haven't really watched many sad ones. I don't tend to watch all that many in general. The ones I do watch tend to be happy. I like the Muppets. Santa Claus. National Lampoon's whatever holiday. London's Processing Company. 3 days. Doesn't sound familiar. Doesn't sound familiar. Again, haven't watched a lot of movies. Particularly Christmas ones. Why is there blood on that sledgehammer? No, maybe I'm better off just not asking these questions. 6. Where is 6? 6. I watched a Family Guy Christmas special, I think. Maybe. I clearly haven't watched many that I've enjoyed, because I don't remember any of them. Stop. Are your furnaces fueled? Yes. They are indeed. I feel like I'm in the danger zone. Danger zone. I've definitely is that one of the I've seen a Muppet Christmas Carol. I probably have seen a Muppet Family Christmas. No, the one that sticks in my head is a Muppet Christmas Carol. I probably have seen a Muppet Family Christmas. I'd be very surprised if I hadn't. Yeah, I quite like this one. Oh, piggy, piggy, no, no. Piggy, no, no. No, no, Mr. Piggy. See, now that you say that, it doesn't sound familiar. It doesn't mean I haven't. It just doesn't sound... If I have, I don't remember it. Mainly because I have a shocking memory when it comes to most things. Like, I remember playing this game, but God, I couldn't tell you. Yeah, okay, I don't think so in that case. They don't sound familiar. Again, probably just because I watch the one Christmas movie every year. No, Mr. Piggy. No, no. I owned the first season of Fraggle Rock on DVD as a kid. Yeah. I definitely watched it. Couldn't tell you a single thing that happened, but I definitely watched it. I'm very lost right now. What? It's actually walking. Oh, Piggy. Piggy, I think you're going the way I need to go. Oh, I'm standing in the fucking line. Goodbye, Mr. Piggy. Goodbye. Yeah. See, I wasn't ever like feel good stuff or like sad movies or anything. I grew up on horror stuff, so that was my sort of jam. Mr. Piggy is juiced. He's a juiced up piggy boy. Oh, there's a nut. He's shaking that thing though. Out here twerking. He is twerking on it. Oh yeah, this seems safe. No, I don't appreciate that squealing. Okay. Who needs good knees? Not me. No, me, that's for certain. Shush for certain. Compound X. Storage. Danger. No naked flames. Yeah, you make sure those flames are dressed. You know, appreciate nude flames around here. The crate arrived this morning and I had it delivered directly to the workshop. The body is remarkably preserved, although there is a subtle yet nauseating stench of damp and rot. It is humanoid in shape, but has suffered severe skeletal deformity. Remnants of leather straps encase the torso, which is deformed, with evidence of substantial muscle mass and displacement. It is difficult to ascertain whether this unfortunate is the recipient of some barbarous surgery or was born deformed, and an attempt to force his gnarled body into some semblance of humanity was made. What he is, I cannot tell, but I smell the orb upon him, and suspect my great-uncle's presence in his curious condition. So it can be done. We can reshape the body into a tool, accelerate the processes of Mr. Darwin's evolution, but here my great-uncle and I part company. He chose men as the subjects of his experiments, but men are difficult to control and rotten with sentimentality. No, we require a new creature for our chattels, loyal, clever, strong, easily sated. There's an episode of The Muppets where Miss Piggy flushes in front of a Muppet. Honestly, not surprising. This is a holy church to the water of God. No hot fire elementals allowed. Yeah, none of that in this good earthly place. Interesting. I think Muppet Treasure Island is my favorite. Spooky children need to stop running around in this death factory. Muppet Treasure Island is my favorite. Muppets media. Ironically, never seen normal. Treasure Island. But I've watched the hell out of Muppet Treasure Island. I am the dangerous chemical. Muppets in Space. So Muppet Treasure Island is my number 1 favorite. Muppets in Space is my number 2. Ironically, the Muppets come out of space and they don't spend much time in it. It's a bit of a misnomer. Muppets in Space is fantastic. Rizzo with all of like the test rats, lab rats, rather. So good. So good. Super Spy Miss Piggy. Weather Lady Miss Piggy. Animal getting a girlfriend. Speaking of which, coming into summer, I have animal print board shorts. Why did my guy just climb into a dumbwaiter like it was going to be a good idea?
Quickly, Mantis, find the entrance nearby. The children weep in the darkness, and the flood waters continue to rise.
I wish I knew. I got it for Christmas. Ironically, I got that for Christmas last year. It's a Wonderful Life. I don't think I've seen It's a Wonderful Life either. I know of it, obviously, but I've never seen it, I don't think. At least not in time I remember. In order to facilitate assimilation of tissue groups, a compound is required, or the cells will not bond. Disposal of non-bonded subjects must be immediate, and using incineration or we risk continuous animation without form. This is unpleasant. A simple compound of 1 part Brennenberg infusion vitae to 1 part orgone monad disperal fluid is sufficient. We drop frames? We did drop frames. Not many though. This can then be administered intravenously to subjects following reassembly. I probably have. Again, I've probably seen a lot of movies, but I got no recollection of them. Yeah, I dropped a few frames there, which is probably where the lag came from. We should be good. Looks like it's stopped. Basically, anything I watched... Well, it's because I have... It's not that my memory's so bad, it's that I haven't watched these things in 20 years. I remember things of recent memory, but the less I remember about movies, the better, because then I can rewatch it like it's the first time again. I probably also just didn't like them that much, realistically. This can be then administered intravenously to subjects following reassembly to maintain bonding. The compound is unstable and highly light reactive. Once in the body, the Schumann lamp can be used to activate the compound. But outside the body is highly corrosive. It can even destroy small quantities of metal. A psychotic killer mutant pig. Well, that's what you get for mutating the pig. You got no one to blame but yourselves. Good day, Monash. I should probably turn my lantern back on. Did I whistle? Did he whistle? Oh, I thought I could grab the glasses. A very fancy looking room. I'm gonna have to put things on that, aren't I? Low temperature storage. Holding pens. Let's go to the holding pens. Question mark? Piggy. Oh no, Mr. Piggy. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Why was that one walking around on 2 legs? I don't like that there's multiple kinds of these piggies. Come on with me, bear. Oh wait, there's a note. Took delivery another batch of imbeciles today. They are the sorriest specimens of humanity I have ever seen. One asks where they go to. The authorities of Bedlam are simply happy to reduce the overcrowding within their teeming, stinking holes. We measure their skulls, check their teeth, we give them laudanum to pacify them. They wait in line, livestock, dull brown eyes and filthy skin. Many soil themselves as they wait. Into the manipulator they file in silence. I hear the hissing of gas. I hear the dull groaning as teeth are removed, as bones are reset. I hear the pigs screaming. They have removed all the mirrors. After the process, it is their reflections that trouble them the most. Afterwards, when they sleep, I walk amongst them. My children. I whisper to their dreams. You are my children now. I have children once again, and your forms imperfect will be the engines to make my own blood flow again. Over to Monash University. If you think you hear your pigs, you know you didn't. Honestly, it seems like something Monash would hide. They seem the type.
Over there, place it in the corner. What? You think I speak Prussian? Do I look like an inbred hog, sir? Who gives a damn what it contains? Just set it down carefully and leave me be.
This guy seems like a bit of an asshole. Winnie's hole. The hell's Winnie's hole? No, Mr. Piggy. No, 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 no.
The lift has been sabotaged. You will have to find another way to the tunnels. Take care in this place, Mandus. It is the crucible of the evil that stalks these corridors.
He slapped me. No. Again, I don't watch trailers. I don't really engage with game media in general. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna send up another one. But no, I haven't heard of. I mean, I might have seen something about it, but it doesn't sound familiar. Granted, I play dumb stuff all the time, so it's probably likely I will play it. Like Choo Choo Charles. God, that was a good game. Wait, why is Bottrix... Hang on, that bot shouldn't be a mod again. That's... I'm not sure why that bot is a mod again, because it shouldn't be. Unmod. Bottrix. Official. What do you mean unable to remove moderator? Yeah, the bot didn't like you at all that time. I gotta fix that one. I only have that bot because I was trying to work out stuff for Kick. Proving to be a bit of a pain. Oh, I will turn that one off. I'll look at this real quick.
You are that change beneath the skin. You play a virus, spread disease, explore expanding piece by piece. Find cells to grow, survive, transform. Adapt your host, perfect their form. More limbs and jaws, teeth and claws. Locate more hosts, infect.
Interesting. It looks kind of cool. I don't know if it really looks like my kind of game though. Might look into it more when it actually comes out. Yeah, I don't know. I always kind of iffy on dungeon crawlers and stuff that like include a puzzle element. So they tend to already be relatively RNG heavy anyway. Adding extra RNG is always just eh. Okay. That looks interesting enough. Scared for Mickey Mouse. Fuck Mickey Mouse. Fuck Michael Rat. That's what I think about that. Good. Michael Rat. Fuck Michael Rat. Where's this pipe going to? I don't like
It fell onto
rodents.
his hands and they eroded in front of me.
Don't like rodents. What did he ever do to me?
To stump
I
us.
had his stupid
Next time we will
game on
use an equal mix
PS1.
of infusion vita
And that
orgone
game
disperser.
was
No,
the bane
no,
of
just
my
take him
existence.
out.
He
You can
tortured
dump
my
him in the
childhood
river for all I
with
care.
his shitty PS1 game. Mickey Mouse is what he's called by his friends, and Michael J. Mouse is no friend of mine. Oh, I saw that one. That one looks cool. I don't know much about Doraemon, but I did see that plushie. It's one of my friends, one of the guys I work with, also used to work at Uniqlo. And that one looked cool. Inflamed it is, burning it does, bleeding from each hole, fore and aft, leaking down my legs, blood and excrement. My lungs are in my vomit. I pass clots of my organs now onto some filthy stone. Drink this, he says, and I did drink it. I did do that, because of the changes. They ripple in me teeth sneeze out and scatter like mice in the dark. I cannot find them all. Gathered what I can, pushed them back into my grey gums with my fingers, but the nails are all weepy and fallen out. Drink it, he says. It'll help running of the fever, because not all of us can take the change. On the other table, a beast under a blanket. I never wanted to see under that, but he drank it too. He passed it under the blanket, and I heard it drink. Dear God Almighty, how can a man shit so much blood and still live? Important questions to be asking, really. How can a man shit so much blood and still live? Hi, I'm the guy that forced Steve to play a PS1 game. My name is Michael J. Mouse. It's Michael the fucking rat. No, sir. No, thank you, piggy. Okay. I guess they mix together into this one. But yeah, the Mickey Mouse PS1 game, terrible. Then I played that Epic Mickey game on the Wii, also terrible. Actually, it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't all that enjoyable. This one. This one. This one, this one, this one. No, go up the stairs. Illusion. Is that what I'm thinking of? I don't know. Whatever. There was a PS1 game, and I didn't like it. I did not like it. Yeah. Now let me in. I guess we're not going this way. We're on black 3 and white 3. Well, black and white was one of the better ones. Terrible. Although kind of bizarrely timed. Where am I meant to go? I'm so confused. Oh, this way. Alright. Okay. Must be up there. It's gonna be really obvious when I actually see it. Until then. graphics and white. But black and white would fit really good. But he's in next in line for remaking. That's true. Oh. Speaking of Alan Wake 2, look at that fantastic lighting control. I wish we'd get more Let's Go style games though. 'Cause Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee was really good. That was that's actually his father. That's Luxo himself. Luxo Senior, if you will. Ow. Luxo? We are relatively close to Alan Wake. I don't know. This month's going to go really fast, I think. As every other month this year has gone. This leaking world. The bottle of gin was empty. Sleep seemed impossible. Above the skyline of London, he could only see the temple rising into the smog. Into the smog. Oh, jeez. My guy really needs to just like stop giving himself head trauma. It was the same issue with Daniel. Just constant head trauma. Naturally, once bled, the product must be scalded, dehaired and scraped ready for gambrawling and evisceration. This. Yeah. I liked Legends Arceus. I didn't finish it. I don't even know if I got halfway through it. I liked the simplicity of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee slightly more than the open worldedness of Arceus. Finding a nice middle ground would probably be nice. Rule of heat from some areas and the requirements for increased heat in the others. We're gonna end up with some hot
Isn't it
piggies.
dangerous allowing this filthy discharge to collect so close to the core?
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels. We can use this to supplement the steam production and ensure constancy.
Dear God, the stench! This fecal matter is the true product of the
The
age.
real exciting ones is the Metal Gear Solid collection, Lords of the Fallen. There's something else in there. I don't know. Next month's the exciting month for me. Sluice Gate 1. I am a fan of visually being able to see the wild Pokemon. Because realistically it makes far more sense. No, I don't want a water creature. Thank you, game. Super Mario RPG, yes, excited for that. Modern Warfare 3, I'm excited to finish that story. Maybe the only person that is, but I am. I wouldn't say that. I'd say there's probably other exclusives that have come out that have definitely been first true next-gen experiences. I mean, Returnal is an example of something that was pretty much next-gen experience. But there's something else too. Several of the older forms have breached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitations. There's no chill, and they should be like first true next-gen experience from Remedy. In which case, yes. Yes, it will be. Up here, where the air is hot and fetid, they become overheated and their duality tears. Returnal's not that short. Returnal's short if you're good, but Returnal's not that short. Live sporadically, torn from one world to the other, and back again in violent, unpredictable bursts. For a few seconds, they are creatures of this world, then they are torn away and cease to have physical form. This vicious ripping back and forth between worlds has driven them quite insane. They have ordered the affected areas sealed and will not allow my workers to enter. These are damned places now, the abode of failed experiments, ghosts of fear and spite. Yeah, I heard about that. I think what was the Paper Mario that was on the Wii? That's the only one I've actually played. Feel like yeah, I've got Origami King on. Is that the Switch one? Got that one. I haven't played it, but I do own it. Whatever the one on the Wii was. Yes, I had that one. Oh, thank you, Piggy. No, thank you, Piggy. I see you over there, Miss Your Pig. There's so many pigs around. There's so many pigs. Oh man, why is there so many pigs? No. No. I don't like that they're all walking around on two legs and have some speed to them now. I'm going towards where that pig was. I don't appreciate that. That doesn't make me feel with confidence.
But we can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a clean new one. Mr. Madness, you sound every bit the fanatic.
Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement?
And your engineer, this visionary with whom you have embarked upon this course, does he share your views?
Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first...
I said, look, my darlings, can you see it? And they said, yes, Daddy. Yes, we see it. A tall weathered cup of steep-sided pyramid, so like those of Egypt. Stone falling away from the summit, vines crawling about, intertwining the stucco serpents that thrive about the steps. A palpable sense of stillness, a weight of forgotten. And this, here, this is where the king sat. And this is where the priests lived. This house, this is the house of the dead. And here, where the sun strikes, this is where they threw the hearts that were not consumed. No, my darlings, those most certainly were not savages. You see, they believed that the sky could fall on their heads, and they truly believed that offering blood was the only way of stopping this from happening. Perhaps, my darling, perhaps they were mistaken altogether, or perhaps their tragedy was they could simply not spill enough blood to prevent the sky from falling in upon them.
He has wept for.
And so you set about things immediately upon your
Naturally, these things cannot be left to rot upon the tree, and sponsors were remarkably easy to find. I tell you, Professor, a trail of greed brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.
Okay, at least this isn't full of water now.
That's it, Papa. You're so near now.
That's it, Papa. You're so near now. Oh, it's another decontamination room. Oh. is very impressive. I don't appreciate that the pigs seem to make all the lights freak out. No pig should have an electromagnetic field around. I don't appreciate the screaming. I'd much prefer if they were quiet. That's not how I expected that door to work. Remember, work together, sleep alone. Fraternizing will not be tolerated. Yeah, no fraternizing, guys. Not now good, wholesome pig building. This seems like a horrifically poorly designed area. Yeah, you can stay asleep, that's fine. I feel horrifically less safe knowing that these are now full of piggies. Now I feel bad for him. Down the ladder we go. Down, down. Prices are down. I don't want to be in the fart tunnels. That doesn't seem positive. I ain't a fan of fart tunnels. But I have some noodles. I want noodles. Make sure you bring enough for everyone. This place goes way too far underground. I just want to put that out there. This place goes way too deep down. Gonna make it difficult to climb a ladder. I'll just climb the easier one. Oh, this... I'm stressed. This place stresses me out. Yeah, no, I don't want to be in the fart tunnels. You know what game's not on the list of games this year? I didn't even think about it until I literally saw a video today and made me go, damn, that should be on the list. Is Obscure 2. This building is literally a sinkhole waiting to happen. It's bad. Not a trophy. The gut. Is there a way to make the hidden achievements on Steam not hidden? Does anyone know? Because there's never an instance where I want them to be hidden, realistically. Because I never look at them unless I've pretty much finished the game anyway. So I know you can on PS5. But I don't know enough about how Steam works to know if I can do that on Steam. I'm sure. Surely there's an option somewhere. It's just annoying.
You seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Manford.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean.
Yeah, but when I when I go view my achievements, it's like hidden achievements. 4 hidden achievements remaining. Details for each achievement will be revealed once unlocked. It just like won't let me click it. I guess I could just Google it.
And you?
Sorry. Okay, so there's 5 for progress, and we're at 3 of the 5. Okay. The machine for pig ones are just weird because it doesn't even like show the achievement like icons until they're actually shown up. I don't know. It's weird. I just wanted to know sort of how far I am based on achievements. So we're in chapter 4 of 5
Professor,
essentially.
I would not be so presumptuous. I am merely a conduit.
Oh, sir, you'd come. Why does that kid sound so much weirder than the other one? I don't know. I don't know. Well, so we may end up finishing the game tonight at this
I dragged
pace.
myself deeper into the temple, downward and
Actually, no,
towards
it's
a
getting
wing
close to
that held the
10:30. We're
voice
gonna
of
finish at
the
10:30 on the dot.
beckoning
Not
to
on the
set
dot, but
free.
pretty much at 10:30 because I want to get some decent sleep in. I want to watch an episode of Prisoner Break and then I want to go to bed. I think it's just like because they retroactively added achievements to the games, which is why like I was unlocking achievements despite having played both of them previously. Particularly this one, I had 6 hours played it, 5.3 hours played of this one. But none of the achievements unlocked, and the achievements are literally just play the game, and then there's one for getting all the files, and then the final one's for getting all of the other achievements, like a platinum trophy, I guess. Stop. Ensure all wheels are in place for correct operation of pumps. Well, wheels seem to be in place. Just let me walk on the pipes. Yep, looks good to me. Okay. I gotta go around. Okay. Main pump room. The pumping. Honestly, no idea. I feel like that. I remember it explains it at some point, but I'm not sure. It's symbolic, I think. Memory. Ah, you know. No, 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 no. You stay over there, electric fish thing. No, sir. What is the point of this? No, sorry. Symbolic of how pigs go. How they go. Aha. I think they sort of missed an opportunity. So there's like been a little bit of like, oh, you should grab an environmental item and bring it to another point. But I think they kind of missed an opportunity to make the areas a little bit more explorable. And like make an area over there and then make me go find the gears. I think that's something they probably could have done to improve on this game. But I also don't think there's inherently anything wrong with them wanting to make a tight, focused experience. But I can see it from both ways. Come down here. Nothing. There's literally no point. That seems bizarre. Seems like I'm meant to be pushed down there. Perhaps whilst running away from something. My guy's vision went very weird. Aha! We're slowly lowering the water level. Okay. What about lowering the water level? I reviewed a game called Under the Waves recently. That's very good. That's one I would recommend people check out. Light Subnautica vibes, real world, ocean conservation themes, deals with grief. It was just a solid overall experience. Definitely recommend that one. Feel like I've gotten less good at finding the notes as we've gotten further into the game. The children dancing. This seems like it's had better days. Curled into my bunk, all sick and sweat-ridden, they clean my room about me, but I can only hear the voice from within that gentlest of stones. It sings to me, and I dream of a great machine. We will build a new world from the ruins of the old. We will plant flowers in the rotten ribcage and let them grow to hold the sky from falling. I remember how it whispered to me as we rolled sick and heaving, and I remember when we pulled into Southampton and we both wept, for it was as every bit as much a desecration as had been sung to me. And then we came to London, and I set it upon the mantelpiece, and went into the house and gathered the servants and set on recrafting them. And then I went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls under the weeping bulges of the rhododendrons. What the hell is a rhododendron? Rhododendron. Rhododendron. Can we go back to raw dog and chemicals? I felt much safer back then. The guy writing these notes is very deluded. No unauthorized persons to enter this facility by order of the management. Who's out here making these signs to put down here? Huh? This seems like an incredibly useless stairway.
You set me upon a mantelpiece, and then you went into the house and gathered the servants, and we set
It's just the note I just read.
On recrafting them, and then he went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls alone.
I gotta say, not that we've seen a hell of a lot of it, but the guy's hand holding the lantern actually looks somewhat like it looks better than 90% of these freaking Unity asset flip horror games that have been a thing for like the last 10 years.
For your children, Mandus.
Does it look great? No, but it looks better than most of these crappy hands holding torches. I am an authorized person. I can do what I want. Like, it's even got, like, kind of tried to make it look like he's got some hair on his hand and, like, veins and stuff. It's kind of cool. I also just appreciate that the lantern, like, swings. This is one of the songs that I remember from this game. Because this right here is the machine for pigs. Ding.
Oh dear God. Dear Christ, what is this place?
Actually, it's interesting because they've not made it clear who that we realistically are. It's with the assumption is I dropped the bottle. The assumption is we are Mandus, I believe, because of the children and stuff. But I don't think it's actually clear or not if we are. I don't remember if that comes into it at all. I don't remember.
I tried so hard.
I
will
tried.
uphold my
I
promise.
tried so
I will
hard.
always protect them for you. My eyes are your eyes. My heart is your heart. I will rip them loose from this rotten world and set them to burn. All to save them.
Okay, can't push them just yet. Stanley and this is his parable. I want to play the second one, Stanley Parable 2. Whatever the full release that they did a little while ago was. Because I played the original.
And they feel
But I want
no
to do the
pain.
new stuff.
The process is completely humane.
Humane, Professor? That we judge the acceptable level of suffering by the human condition? Ask the beggar, Professor. Ask the orphan. Ask the whore. Ask the starving, Professor. The weak, the sick, the filthy. Ask them to define your humane.
Click the switch. Yeah, I've watched a bunch of people play it. Which I guess maybe detracts from playing it myself, but I don't know. It seems fun. I also bought Old School. So I don't know how much you guys know about M. Dickey, but M. Dickey is a madman, and he makes fun stuff. And by fun stuff, I mean he makes some of the most wacky games ever. Hard Time is probably the one that most people sort of know. So Old School is his newest game, and that's probably what we'll be playing a fair bit of in November. Okay. Are they really? I guess that makes sense, because the original one was made in like, it was almost like a Gmod asset flip. from memory. I almost think that there was an original version of it that was a Gmod map.
The little faces tell. No, Mandus. They suffocate. They suffocate.
We are Mandus. I guess that was never really a question, was it? That's what the phone calls have been calling us. Never mind. I think I was overthinking things. Had to move to Unity. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe
Now, Mandus,
maybe a limitation of the
set
Source
them
engine?
free. Set them all free.
Did I? Oh no, I just had to wait. Now I can do it. Kinda weird. Kinda weird.
I live. I breathe again. I rise. I will rise to bleach the sky and still the water. I will spin the world wheel and set the future upon the path to redemption.
Where are my children? You promised me my children!
My
hold on,
time
Source,
is come.
I thought so.
More pig.
I'm mildly excited for a potential Gary's Mod 2 in the future, because I think things that people could do with an updated one would be
So sorry.
nutty. Oh, them boys ripped their own goddamn hearts out. Well, that's not where they belong. Heart belongs in your chest, children. This dad didn't teach them nothing. Unbelievable. Mandus Saboteur. But yeah, I used to play a fair bit of Gary's Mod stuff. I used to play a lot of Dark RP. As a teen. I used to have a ball. It used to be really, really fun. So I'm mildly excited for a potential Gary's Mod 2, because it has been talked about for a while. And I think stuff people could do with a Gary's Mod 2 would be pretty wild.
And emerging, I raised my head to an uncaring sun, and I cursed this world of pain and despair. This civilization built on the ricketed bones of the unfortunate, on the greed and swell of
This is a
mammon
new, an
and
updated
empire.
Source engine probably would go a long way too.
Cradling a stone egg in my jacket, I kissed my children farewell, and I pulled my way home.
Hello, spooky boys. But a gosh dang, here's another one. Oh my god, there are so many piggy masks. Can a man construct himself anew? Can a man, on realizing who he is and what he has become, tear himself apart down to the bricks and begin again? Are our souls just this? Tiny cogwheels and clockwork, and intricate machines to serve a function that, upon reflection, we might set to a new task. Can a man, defined by his actions, defined by that which he now finds abhorrent, set to sabotaging this body, his machine, until those children of his soul turn in new motion, and he may awake to a new sun, a new year, a new century with hope in his heart? As I reach my hands to the exposed wires, I ask myself this: is redemption possible for such a creature as I? And if not, then surely better to die amongst my creations than to continue to live as a monster. Oh, so now you have regret. I think that's the difference. Daniel is like somewhat like you feel bad for Daniel. He did some messed up stuff, but he's kind of like, you get it.
Where are they?
This guy is not
Where
all
are
that
my children?
redeemable.
Why do you ask, Mandus? You know the answer well enough.
Children really are the most wonderful, useful creatures. The unfortunates from the orphanage have proved indispensable in cleaning the larger steam pipes. It appears that matter from the slaughtering process may indeed vaporize its source, but drifts like dust through the air and lodges in the pipes, causing them to foul. Periodically, we shut the pressure down and send one of our pixies into the pipes to scrub the reconstituted fat away. Armed with just a shortened broom, our little explorers venture into the dark. Of course, we can only keep pressure down for a short period, so they must be fast, or they risk being trapped and boiled by the superheated vapors when they rush back into the system. Then we'll be sending their comrades in afterwards to scrape free for the cooling mess. The survivors tell me you can reach all manner of places within the complex through the pipes. I smile, tell them I am so proud, and then feed them to the pigs. Yeah, like, there's some understanding of Daniel's actions. Man, this just sounds like a fucking horrific human being. I think so. I've listened to a lot of Alter Bridge. I listened to a lot of Alter Bridge growing up.
What are you doing, little piggy? Do you think I will allow you to sabotage me again?
Yes.
Want my children, you unholy bastard!
Your children are very clearly dead, sir.
Will it hurt?
Turn into Sparks the Dragonfly.
A cleansing fire always burns, little Mandus, but it purifies and it makes anew. Did it hurt to carve out the fevered flesh? Did it hurt to cut free the gangrenous foot? Ask instead this. Can we save them?
When did I say that? That is not me. That is not me!
Well, that sounds like it was very much you, Mandus. Oh, forced motion blur. The true horror is back. The true horror is back. Oh, it's the piggy. There's an electric pig section coming up, I think. There is a spoon of medicine, I says, and it's a silver spoon, what you did get born holding. Ever so painful for mummy dear, but grasped so hard it was a little screaming red fist. Later you used your spoon to dig a hole in the garden to get all the way to Mexico, and then you did eat worms with your spoon on the way to stay fat. This spoon was the same you gave your twins. Then you used it to dig a hole to their clockwork souls, and you ate up their hearts like soup on the way to keep you fat. Fat little mole. Where will you dig next, I asks. You and your little silver spoon made from the silver spine of your children and wrapped in the hair of your dearly departed. Dear sweet Jesus, my darling Lilibeth, what am I become? What am I become? Shore conduits are correctly placed to avoid pressure backdrafts. Child fatalities this month, 17. Oh, only 17 child fatalities this month. Well, that's not too bad. I'm sure that's within injected parameters. I seem to be destroying the machine for pigs. I hope the pigs don't mind. I hope I'm not meant to be bringing those pipes over. That would be a problem. Ah. Maybe I am. Bring this across. Automatic pressure regulator. Oh! Oh! Oh, no, no, no! No, Piggy, no! No, 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 Mr. Pig. Oh, no, 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 no. You guys stay there. Oh, thank you. No, thank you, Mr. Piggy. Maybe another child fatality in this room.
This is what you dreamt it to be.
I will stop you. I will save them.
You are too late. It begins. My work has begun. Kill them, my piggies. Kill them all.
I don't know how I meant to dislike this bad guy when I also was just a terrible human being. I don't know. I don't know, man. Can out of the fridge earlier. That man put his whole gosh dang heart into that. You know, a couple of years old. Actually, when did this come out? Was this like 2010? 2009? 2010? Run, piggies. Run. No soliciting. No hawking. No begging. It's relatively old. Amnesia. Machine for Pigs release date. Okay, it's not as old as I thought. 2013. Still relatively old, all things. Dark Descent was 2010.
Oh God, no, what have I done?
Ah, I saw the pig man come out of that shack. Why is there a naked dude in the middle of the street?
Madness, I know you are out here. I own this city. I am this city.
No! This is not what I meant! This is not what I meant at all!
They look much, much better than... They're better looking than some indie, like, Unity asset flip horror games of today. Like, they have held really well. Like, you can tell they're older. but they look much better than they had any right being in 2010, 2013. I feel, particularly for an indie developer who hadn't done anything besides these games. I think. Actually, that's not true. They did Penumbra. Penumbra also looks quite good, not as good as these. But again, small indie development team. Hadn't really had much success before Dark Descent. So Dark Descent was really their sort of takeoff. No one misses the poor. Round up some orphans, and the world will thank you for it. Disappear a whore, and a gentleman applauds you. Call a beggar, and a lady walks safely again. I hate them. I hate them more than any of the others. This privilege, this pretension, these so-called leaders, these pillars of society, these rich and fanciful. They wear their filth on the inside, but they are no less dirty. I have plans for them all. We will feed them, and then we will feed from them. Yeah, which is why it's upsetting to think how much this game was trashed. Because it very much changed how Amnesia Rebirth was done. And Rebirth is good. I don't think it's as good as the first two. People are really like Bunker. I'm not a huge fan of Bunker. I think I didn't get it. I wasn't very good at it, which made it unenjoyable. I'm probably when I go back from it, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. That man is putting his whole soul into these voice lines. If I wasn't so bad at not getting lost, if I wasn't so good at getting lost, if I wasn't so bad at not getting lost, things would probably be far more tense. I feel like there's gonna be pig boys. No pig boys. Right. Don't look at myself in the mirror, Pete. I stand and look at myself in the mirror, penis in hand, and my reflection grins at me, and his mouth is full of sulphur mustards. Vain fool, he sneers. Are you really so very different? Do you genuinely believe your works of evil are any greater than the rest of them? You are simply a weak man, a product of his age, the same as any other. This is empire, cretin. This is the killing idiocy, the natural result of this social Darwinism. If you are evil, then this world is evil. You just let the blood run in the street rather than hiding it in the poorhouse. You hold the blade and slide it home yourself. You not pay a man to do this for you where you cannot see it. If you are evil, at least yours is an honest evil, and that alone makes you Ubermensch. And thus, I wash my hands and take to bed. This is an elaborate way to get off. In fact, he has to look at himself and insult himself in such a way. That's kind of wild, man. I ain't out here shaming, but it seems like a lot of effort. At least he washes his hands afterwards, I guess.
Do you hear me, Mandus? This is what you planned.
There's a lot of pigs running around in the street. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Oh. No, 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 no.
Beast! Creature!
This is kind of stressful.
Where are my
though.
children? Where are my children?
Where are my children? Where are my children? This is different though. Like I can't think of another horror game that's sort of like, hey, this whole city's like, I guess it's a Resident Evil zombie sort of thing, but it's like, hey, the city's being destroyed. Oh, and you're being chased by pigs, and you're watching people being murdered by these pigs. For this style of horror, anyway, you know. Jason, John. That's my biggest regret. So I played Heavy Rain on stream a couple of years ago, and I didn't highlight the VODs, so I lost them. And that's my biggest regret, because I had like that. Those were some of my favorite streams. They were so good. I'm gonna play that game again, just quietly. I'm just looking at it now. I actually have the OG PS3 version that I bought at Christmas time, because it's got the Christmas price tag for $9. The different, yeah, well, that's true. That's true. $11 levels away from level 4,000. What's the max level in Candy Crush? It's like ridiculously high. 4,000 is really high. I stopped playing one of my mobile games actually. I was playing Merge Mansion for a long ass time. Like years. But I stopped playing that recently because of becoming really, really slow to like finish any of the missions. It's kind of upsetting. But I'm playing Adventure Ages and Idle in Tycoon at the moment. Played Idle in Tycoon for like 6 years. Yeah, I'm shocking at those kinds of games. Like was never good at Bejeweled or any of the Bejeweled-esque style games.
Will they be free? Yes, my friend. Drained and bled and freed from the prison of the flesh. Free to ascend as smoke to the stars.
And
The
good,
Tripery.
the worthy. How will we save them?
Show me these worthy, Mandus. Show me these good. I do not see them.
I don't know if I want to go to the Tripery. That sounds like a bad place to be. Danger, Compound X. No naked flames, no unshielded electrics. There's literally electric fish. He does a little bit. Honestly, wouldn't surprise me to know that it is the same person, possibly. Wouldn't surprise me. That could have gone way worse. No sexy yet. Clothed flames only. None of that nudity flame. What's the point of coming down here? No. Hopefully that opened up some doors. Eventually. Nice. Talking about tripery. I am tripe those kinds of games. One, I'm colorblind, but two, I just I can't see far enough ahead. Normally, is the issue. Um, Normally I can only like see the very like basic 3 matches, and it's never enough to be good at them at high levels. 9 million power in Rise of Kings. I fucking wish. That's the dream. And I just maybe it wants me to throw myself down there. One way to find out. Okay, it didn't want me to throw myself down there. I'm sure when I see what I need to do, it'll be very obvious. Oh, I killed the pig. Oh, I didn't know I was killing the pig. Oh, I thought it said no electricity. Okay. Coolant pumps. Spark plug. Just channeling its best. Wallaby. This seems fine.
I know you, machine. I know what you fear. I will rain excrement into your very soul. I will destroy
There's a
you.
lot of talk about bodily functions in this game.
My great works are almost begun.
What about it? And waste not, want not, for here the assorted slop and innards are sifted and sorted and entered into the world through the channels and means that one could possibly conceive. The product passes by this section of the engine and is driven through the blade, splitting it into 2 sections ready for the butcher's block, and in the interim it is kept in our freezer bays under the house. And the heat produced naturally by the refrigeration process feeds into the pipes and crannies of these rooms and is the very reason, my dear friend, we can sit here in shirts and waistcoats, but not jackets, on a freezing winter's night, without a fire in the grate, and discuss our great enterprise. The warmth, I will say, the writing in this one is fantastic. Like, all the notes are really, like, despite being really erratic, are really well written. The voice, how little voice acting there is very good. The lines that they've given the characters, really, really good. The writing for this game is Fantastic. Oxford can come along and suss things. Add quote. I will rain excrement into your very soul. I think somebody was complaining about the lack of the Oxford comma use in something Shane said, and I got into an argument about it. Mandus. Perfect. Bro, that's a speedrun skip right there.
Again, at the foot of those stairs, towards the red light of the nursery.
I wonder if this is the same voice actor as Daniel from the first game.
The horizon a slit throat, the seeping dark to drain the guilt from us. I am the jaguar-faced man. I am the feathered serpent. This priesthood is mine.
It's like there's piggies down there. Oh, that pig's eating that guy's ass. I'm gonna walk away from the pig eating ass. No, you said something at the time, and then I added that as a quote, I think.
I can meet
And
him.
Daniela complained about the
Your
lack of the
great
Oxford
engineer.
comma,
How
and I was like, oh, actually,
I
you
must say,
don't need
Mr.
to use a
Manders, my
comma in
excitement
that
is almost
circumstance.
unseemly.
Yes, I can see that. Step this way, Professor. I will be right behind you.
I like that the quote command can pull from
Manders.
17 different things,
Manders,
and
what
it
the devil
decides to
are
pull
you?
the same quote
I can't see a
twice.
damn thing. Manders! We are the pig, Professor. We are all the pig.
We are the pig, Professor. We are all the pig.
This looks good. Oh, it's the spooky children, not the creepy pigs. Okay. No, stop pouring your hearts out. It's not. They belong in your chest. Leave them in your chest. Alright, I'm just going until we hit the next chapter checkpoint.
I
And
climb
I'll
in
call it for the
stillness
night.
now. Blue water runs in my veins, now I am clean. I carry the knife of this factory, the bowl of this mill. I am come to collect you from your fields and your furnaces. I will gather you into the white clouds. I will gather you to me, and I will take you home.
And I will take you home. This is a very rapid moving red water. This is the most ridiculous room of the game so far. What is happening? Can I pick these corpses up? No, I can't kick them though. I don't think I should be going down. This seems like a should be going up situation. I could be wrong, but the veil lifts. The bride is waiting. The man eats the pig, and the pig is eaten by the machine, and the man is eaten by the machine. This is as it ever will be. The man eats the pig, and the pig is eaten by the machine, and the man is eaten by the machine.
My gears are adjust. My steam is built. Soon I will spill that blue water and split the egg, the atom, my soul, and there will be a very great burning that we might make the world clean.
They literally dig into the center of the earth. They talked about the earth,
This is your doing.
the core of the Earth.
You stood
These guys seem to be digging all the way to the core of the Earth.
Nothing but rotten architecture. You have made me, and I will make the world anew.
Have we literally been talking to the machine the whole time? Well, he dug to Mexico first, you know, with his silver spoon. And you already know all I would tell you. You already know what you have done, what you must now do. Walking away from those temples, that small pile of stones beneath the rhododendrons, the skulls of innocents under the loose clod, headless rib cages cruelly torn asunder to expose their flowers, and the cool stone behind the altars, 3,000 miles away. I traced my life to this instant, rain channels eroded in ancient stone. The toxins are already in this damp, this falling water. And in that instant, cradling my children's heads in my palms, I knew then I had to unbuild what I myself had constructed, though even then it was little more than a sickening dream. This machine is ever mine, and it falls to me to redeem it and myself. Mundus, you ain't redeeming shit, brother. You, fucked up man. You ain't no Daniel. Surely I have... Oh, I did.
But why did you take my children?
Did I get that cheap?
Aye, Mandus. Of all the blood we have spilled together, the first drops fell from your hands alone.
Then I am damned for a filicide, and everything is lost.
I could have told you that. Mandus Processing Company, Orgone Distribution Tanks, Maintenance Access. Oh, this is the electric pig section. That's where we're gonna end. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. We made very good progress. Very, very good progress. We'll be back tomorrow night with the end of Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. I think there's probably only maybe an hour left, if that. We'll also be playing Chicken Feet, which should almost get us back on track. I think by the weekend we will be back on schedule, if not slightly ahead. Yeah. This is better than I remember it being. I enjoyed it the first time I played it. I actually thought it was far more interesting not having to worry about lighting and oil and all that sort of stuff. Oh, here she is. Here she is. We're finishing up. So I was just saying, because we've probably got maybe an hour left of this, which we'll do tomorrow. And immediately following beating this, we'll be playing Chicken Feet. Because that'll get us close to being back on schedule. Yeah, I think there's probably 45 minutes to an hour left. Give or take. Hey, it's not my fault you went to a festival. All right. Early. It's nearly 11 o'clock here. Thank you very much. It's 10:46 p.m. Okay. All right. Well, no, because I got to work tomorrow. If I wasn't working tomorrow, it wouldn't matter. But I need to work tomorrow. Tomorrow I have to work Wednesday, so tomorrow's stream will go a bit longer. But right now, I'm going to call it. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Let's go back to this, shall we? Yeah. So we'll finish up Amnesia: Machine for Pigs tomorrow. Then we'll do, and then yeah, Chicken Feet, and then Was it scrutinized after that? I think it was scrutinized. It's that scrutinized Welcome to the Game block, which I'm not guaranteeing we'll beat any of them, but we'll be playing them for 5 nights. So yeah, that should be fun. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'll catch you all next time. Peace. There's music coming. Hang on.